Good afternoon. It is my pleasure as Premier to join the Bermuda Economic Development Corporation and the leadership of the Bermuda Credit Union to announce the formal launch of a partnership between the BEDC and the Bermuda Credit Union. The BEDC was established in January 1981 with the mission of inspiring, informing, supporting, and growing new and existing Bermuda businesses. This is done through a host of educational programs, seminars and workshops, mentoring initiatives, networking opportunities, financing, and much more. Over the last 40 years, the BEDC has supported thousands of local Bermuda business owners and entrepreneurs, and today, its passion for enhancing micro, small, and medium-sized businesses continues to shine. As a result of the coronavirus pandemic, the government of Bermuda made funds available to the BEDC to set up the COVID-19 Business Sustainability and Continuity Funding Program to provide additional financial support to assist Bermuda's small and medium-sized business. To date, because of the funding provided by this government, the BEDC is able to answer requests for support in excess of, to date, $4 million. As the Premier, I ask public servants to be creative and innovative and to seek solutions to challenges that arise. The BEDC has consistently done that in the wake of this pandemic, and they proactively offered a solution to address the issue of some entrepreneurs being able to get bank financing by creating this partnership with the Bermuda Credit Union. Traditionally, the Bermuda Economic Development Corporation has provided loan guarantees to local banks in Bermuda, acting as a guarantor for entrepreneurs with no other form of collateral. The first modification of the loan guarantee program was to increase the guaranteed amount from 50% to 75%. This alone was a significant development because it allowed those deemed higher risk entrepreneurs to have a chance to get the financing required. The next modification will enable entrepreneurs to access these funds in a more efficient manner, streamlining the guarantee process. Previously, entrepreneurs had to go to the BEDC and to the financial institution. Now, as the credit union and the BEDC have agreed underwriting terms, the entrepreneur in need of funding need only to go to the credit union, and if they meet the criteria, the BEDC will automatically guarantee a portion of the loan. Hundreds of business owners over the years have been supported by the guarantee program and have gained access to millions of dollars of funding. And the BEDC continues to work to make their programs more accessible. Today is a momentous day because through this new partnership with the Bermuda Credit Union, the BEDC has further extended its remit to support those entrepreneurs who may not have been able to get traditional financing from Bermuda's local banks. This partnership is a further example of how the BEDC leverages its existing products to create new opportunities for Bermuda's business owners. This new partnership with the BEDC will allow the credit union to continue to abide by their philosophy of going above and beyond for their members and exercising the Bermuda Credit Union mantra, we do take care. Before I turn the microphone over to Ray Drones, the acting executive director who worked with the Bermuda Credit Union to bring this to fruition, I would like to say a few words. I would like to thank all of the board members and the staff of the Bermuda Economic Development Corporation for their tireless work over the last 5 months, working with the government and business owners to support our economy. They are part of the reason why this country is meeting the challenge of the economic crisis with the same force that we met the challenge of the health crisis. On behalf of a grateful government and a grateful Premier, thank you for your hard work. Mr. Jones?
Good afternoon, all. First of all, I would like to thank the Premier for his remarks and also acknowledge the Chairman of the Bermuda Credit Union Board at this press conference today. On March 20th, 2020, BEDC announced that with the support of its Board of Directors, it would reallocate funds from its existing budget and modify its existing products and services for the next 9 months to be able to provide local business owners with support during these uncertain times in the wake of COVID-19. Since that announcement, funds have been allocated by the government to provide support to general business owners, existing clients who have BEDC products, and new entrepreneurs seeking financial support. The additional funding has created an opportunity for BEDC to expand its partnership to work with the Bermuda Credit Union as a financial partner. For the BEDC to be able to provide guarantees on loans to members of the Bermuda Credit Union is a great opportunity to serve as entrepreneurs who may have historically not been able to get financial support. Since we launched this expanded guarantee offering, we are already working with 3 entrepreneurs, of which have already been approved. We take the opportunity today to formally announce the program and to encourage those who may not have been aware of this option to be in touch with BEDC or the Bermuda Credit Union. I will share with you a few things about the program. As the Premier stated, basically $500,000 has been put aside for this program with the credit union. This allows the Bermuda Credit Union to offer loans and use BEDC's guarantee by expediting the service of them just having to meet the underwriting criteria that has been agreed between BEDC and the Bermuda Credit Union. It's applicable to all existing businesses within the economic empowerment zone. Current and former bank guarantee clients are to be given preference for this program. Businesses must be registered with the BEDC or become a member of the Bermuda Credit Union. The Bermuda Credit Union will provide discounted preferential interest rates, and BEDC's guarantee on a loan will be up to 75%. BEDC's guarantees on loan have a maximum period of 5 years, and the guarantee reduces proportionally as the loan is paid back. BEDC's guarantee is actually released once the loan is actually paid down below 50%. So once again, I want to thank the Bermuda government for the additional support offered to assist our Bermuda entrepreneurs when they were in need most. I also would like to thank the Bermuda Credit Union for coming to the wicket and continuing their long-standing tradition of supporting its members. I would encourage everyone that is interested in taking advantage of this program to reach out to us at BEDC at 292-5570 or on our website, www.bedc.bm. With this, I will now turn the proceedings over to Mr. Nisbet.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is a pleasure to be in partnership with the BEDC. We have been in discussions with them for quite some time. So when this program came up that the government was offering, we took the opportunity. As you know, the credit union, one of our main goals is to stimulate the economy. So during this downtime, there was the opportune time for us to say, yes, let's partner with the BEDC. You heard them say it's guaranteed by 75%. But we at the credit union guaranteed it out of 25%. So there's a 100% guarantee once you meet that criteria at the credit union. So we'll continue working with businesses and other organizations that want to help to stimulate this economy, but we are here to take care of our people. Thank you. Any questions?
Mr. Jones, Thank you very much. My name is Fiona McWhirter with the Royal Gazette. I just wondered, with regards to some of the businesses and entrepreneurs that you've been able to assist so far, can you give us some indication of what sort of industries or what sort of businesses have been helped?
But actually, we have been able to help all business sectors. There isn't any one business sector that hasn't reached out to us currently. So I think at the moment we have over 80-something approved loans in the overall total program, and we have over 300 of our clients showing interest at the moment, with people emailing or calling daily as they become more aware of the program to gain access to this new product.
Thank you. It might be for yourself or Mr. Nisbet, but it sounds like this is going to remove, I guess, one level of red tape, one level of administration for businesses and entrepreneurs. Is that essentially what
Yes, that's essentially why this was created. With COVID-19, people have to react quickly. So we at BDC was looking at how can we streamline the process, work with some of our partners, and this is where this agreement was derived. And so I'm happy today to be here to say we're announcing the agreement with the credit union.
Thank you very much. Mr. Premier, just with regards to, we had the press release last night from Mr. Herbert with regards to some of the negotiations with unions. Obviously we've heard that a couple of the uniform services unions have declined to accept the proposal, I guess, that was put on the table by the government. What was your reaction to that, and where do you see things going with the Police Officers Association?
The reaction that I have is profound disappointment, as we're standing here in the House of Labor, recognizing the challenges of which this country is having to endure, recognizing the fact that we've met the health challenge, but we certainly have an economic challenge. It was our hope, and that was the reason and spirit in which we entered the negotiations with the BTUC and all of our public sector unions to agree a series of measures that would preserve employment throughout the public service to ensure that there cannot be any additional hardship. What we have to remember, is that the Minister of Labor and the Minister of Finance are supporting approximately now 4,000 unemployed Bermudians due to this pandemic. And what we wanted and what we felt we arrived at was an arrangement that would see no impact on individuals' take-home pay, a small sacrifice in overall compensation to enable the government to continue to meet obligations throughout the community. I am grateful of the fact that the Bermuda Industrial Union, the Bermuda Public Services Union, and the Bermuda Union of Teachers and their members answer the call to make sure that we can work as a community to make sure that we support persons. I am certainly disappointed that after extended periods of attempts, number of concessions on behalf of the government of Bermuda on a number of points which were laid out by Minister Herbert yesterday, whether they be the GHI issue with the prison officers and others, that the members of those associations do not feel that they wish to participate. As was indicated to all unions and was indicated by the Minister of Finance, those savings are necessary and important for the government of Bermuda to continue its operations and to make sure that we can go to the markets to raise funds which are going to be necessary, like many other countries around the world are doing, to sustain their operations. The statement yesterday said that there will be other measures which will have to come into force, and the Minister of National Security will certainly be speaking to those measures going forward. It is unfortunate, but we have to maintain the stance which we've had this entire time, and it is the same stance that was applied to all. We cannot be fair to all unions if we do not apply the same across the board. So it is unfortunate. As I said, we made a number of concessions. I mean, with the prison officers laying certain items on the table which would not affect their take-home pay, in many cases to increase their pensionable salary, but it was still rejected. So we have been incredibly reasonable in this effort. The government, in my view, has gone above and beyond. We do not want war, fight, or quarrel, but we have to keep faith with all of our public service unions, and the government is going to take the actions of which we had stated in our letters last week to those associations that we would take.
And maybe just on that last note, you talked about being fair across the board. BPSU, I believe, indicated to their members that their agreement was conditional upon other unions accepting the proposal as well. Although obviously we've now heard that BPSU have agreed. Can you tell us if there's a difference that's happened there?
I can't speak to those specifics.
And whether or not you can speak to this, I don't know. Just this morning, bus operators were meeting with regards to plus timetables and schedules for students returning to school. Have you heard how those went at all?
I haven't, but I'm pleased that I thought the interruption was supposed to be 3 hours and it was only an hour and a half. So I guess the meeting went well. The Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Transport continue to work and a very safe reopening plan for our schools. And what's necessary is to make sure that we can transport persons to or students to school. I think that the country, as I said, all of the public sector unions and the country as a whole have come together in working to look on how we can make sure that we can safely navigate the after effects of this pandemic. We're doing a good job thus far, and we want to make sure that we can get back to school safely. And so I'm sure that the representatives in this place of the Bermuda Industrial Union and the Transport Division are certainly going to be an integral part of that, and we want to make sure that everyone's on the same page so that we can look forward to students returning to school in a safe environment.